I decided I'm selling the seats. So no more Sparco sprints. And tomorrow in the morning, I'm gonna wake up early and I'm gonna go get the new seats, and I will explain why when that happens. So allow me to show you how I take the seats out, and yeah, we'll go from there. So let's go. So first, I guess I'm gonna pull out the driver's side seat since, well, the passenger seat's over there. I already loosened the bolts in the back, so now I just gotta loosen one last bolt up front. It's pretty easy. Yeah, literally, that's all there is to it. And over here, now that that's loose, I'm gonna undo this. But yes, just so you know, I am keeping my harnesses. It's only the seats that are gonna be sold and changed. The harnesses themselves are gonna stay, and I'm gonna keep the brackets and reuse them or find a way to reuse them. So there's that. That one's free, and now this one's next. It is kind of a bit of a stinker though, I'm not gonna lie. I've had these harnesses for a while. Okay, that's my booster seat. You can ignore that. That's the stock 2013 GT seat. Damn, this thing is dirty. And I'll throw this one over here also. And we got one more bolt to loosen. Okay, next is the last bolt. I'm gonna scooch this forward. Oh, I guess it is scooched forward. Maybe not. There we go. And it is right here. Okay, comes out the seat. Okie dokie. Next up, we're gonna loosen this so I can take the harness off. Just gonna break it loose, just like that. Bingo, now I can keep my harnesses because I really like these. I'll put these up here for now. Now, next up is the bracket. I already took the bottom bolts out on this one, so now I just gotta do the top bolts, which are 13. So I'm gonna grab this guy right here. I'm gonna grab a 13. No, it will not. Okay, I will find ulterior methods or alternate methods, whatever. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, okay, one more to go. Okay, we're gonna put this guy over here. All right, and now we're gonna repeat the same process on this guy. Now that the seats are sold and I'm sad, I swapped over the passenger side 13 GT seat over here, and it was a little tricky to do so because the brackets aren't actually the same, but whatever, I made it work. Obviously I can't buckle up, so I put these in for the time being, and tomorrow I'm gonna go get the new seat. So we'll go from there, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okie dokie, I finally got the seats here, so I had to take them out of the box because they weren't gonna fit. When we get home, I will be taking the plastic off and revealing what I got, so we'll get to that. Major shout out to the guys here at AutoStars Motor Group. They are a seller of 6-speed. They have a website and everything. I'll make sure to link them in the video. I worked with the guys. They were super cool, super chill, and they even gave me some free stuff. So we'll get going home, and I'll show you guys what they look like later today. All right, here's the seat. So now it's time to take off this plastic wrap and reveal it. There it is. Nice, cool. And these actually recline. So I can sit in these and they physically recline. They already have sliders installed, so I don't have to worry about doing, buying a pair of those. My Sparco Sprints did not come with sliders. I had to buy them and install them, and I had to use the bracket. And it turns out that the bracket for my Sparcos actually fits these seats. So here's one seat already installed, and I think it looks dang good. So I'm gonna show you how to put the bracket on there and then install it in the car. So let's get to that. First, grab your bracket. This is the front, so we're gonna mock this up real quick. Now that we got the bracket right here, we're gonna go on the outside, slide it on through. We're gonna do a big washer. We're gonna stack that with a smaller washer, another smaller washer, a crush washer, and last but not least, another small washer. Yeah, it's kind of a lot, but whatever, keep it to yourselves. Grab this. I keep popping all this bubble wrap. I promise it's not me making bodily functions. So, bolt, big washer, thick washer, slightly smaller washer, crush washer, and then flat washer again. I'm gonna slide that on through, grab the nut. We're gonna catch some threads. And we're gonna leave it like that for the time being. And then we're gonna switch to the other side. So we're gonna grab this guy, slide it on through to the bolt or through the hole. And I'm gonna slide my, let's see, slide these two in there as well. And I'm gonna grab my nut, which is over here. I'm gonna get it on the other side. And we're gonna start to thread it in. Just enough for it to bottom out. And looks like we're there. So now we're gonna do the same on the other side. Cool. And now we're gonna start to slowly tighten all the bolts. Being sure not to over tighten and end up ruining my day. All right. Perfect. That is literally spot on. That is excellent. Okay, I'm gonna tighten them a little bit more. Time to put it in the car. That there, put it right through here. Now I just gotta tighten that piece up a little bit. Perfect. So, I actually ended up using the passenger seat as my driver's seat, just so I could, you know, go pick these up, and that was a terrible idea. Just, the mounts don't exactly line up, so I was only able to use 3 of the mounting holes of the 4 because the brackets are slightly different. There is a driver and a passenger side, lo and behold. Okay, got this seat at the wrecking yard, and I'm gonna just return it. Okay, this one bolts to the floor. Cool. All right, so that's what it's gonna look like, minus that. So let's get it in the car. Oh, that made it a lot easier, didn't it? That's both of them. Okay, so I'm gonna put this bolt in first. Now we're gonna tighten these bad boys. And then these are next. Now we're gonna tighten them with the ratchet. Right here. These just get them nice and tight like that. Nice, and one more. Perfect, all right. I'm gonna scooch these to the side, and I'm gonna take a seat. So let's give that a shot. Oh, wow. Gotta get these broken in hand. That's not bad. Scooch this up. Satisfactory. Wow. Let's get the harnesses in. Perfect. Okie dokie. And now that that's in, allow me to demonstrate a simple but effective way to loop your harnesses onto your harness bar. that is safe and secure, and you can do this very easily. First, you go under, grab your loop, go under, slide it through the top, pull it all the way through. Make sure you get it nice and snug. You're gonna throw the excess in the back, reach for the front, and now you're gonna go on the next loop down. You're gonna pull it all the way through, all the way through. You're gonna adjust any slack, get rid of any slack, I mean. Now you're gonna grab it, flip it towards the top loop again, and pull it on through. Just like that. And now repeat the same with the other side. Bingo. They're not quite even. A little bit more over here. Perfect.